What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of GJ Camping. Camping with Captain J again. We're running solo again on this trip. I have been riding around for almost 5 hours, trying to make up my mind where I want to go. I went up the river, went through some back bayous, scoped out a few little ponds. Couldn't make my mind up, so I finally decided to stop. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I left at 11. I should have been parked a long time ago. But I was just cruising, checking out different places. Couldn't make my mind up where I wanted to get. So I guess tonight, we're gonna hang out on the river. Think this is where I'm gonna call home for the night. So, that's what it's gonna be. I've been riding quite a while, trying to make my mind up what I want to do. But what I do got my mind made up on is what I'm doing for supper. Y'all be sure to stick around for that. I got something I think y'all gonna like. Something I've never did before. So y'all can laugh at me when I'm trying to do this. I think it's gonna be pretty good. So I guess for now, I'm just gonna kind of stretch out, take a break, get out from behind the steering wheel, because like I said, the last 5 hours I've literally been riding. I stopped about 3 or 4 places, threw the anchor out for about 5 minutes and changed my mind on that again. So I ain't stopped to stretch, walk around, nothing. So I'm gonna take me a little break, stretch out, hang out. I might throw a pole out, I ain't sure. I might save that for tomorrow morning. I guess I'll have to see. So I'm just gonna hang out for a little bit, stretch my legs on the back deck, and we'll regroup. Alright, y'all. I stretch my legs, enjoy the cool little breeze they got right now. It's about 80 degrees, but they got a nice breeze and it feels kind of good, so no sweating happening. But let me turn you around. Let me show y'all some of the ingredients we got and what we're gonna be attempting to cook tonight. We got a bag of them small potatoes. We got a couple jalapenos or jalapenos, a red bell pepper, a white onion, some white gravy mix, and some Kentucky Colonel seasoned flour. And we got about 3 cube sticks in this bag right here. Some of y'all already know what's about to happen, but I can tell y'all this is not a Cajun dish. So this is something another YouTube channel I watch. I'm always looking for different little camping meals, and this video I watched the other day and I kind of liked it. So I'm gonna give him a quick shout out again. Whiskey Dog Outdoors does a lot of truck camping and got some pretty cool recipes. So y'all know down here we're always cooking Cajun style. We always make a roux or deep frying. Well, we're gonna be doing a little frying today, but y'all know what I mean. We either frying fish, making a roux, or stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting seeing different things, you know, different parts of the country. And something like this that looks kind of simple and tasty that I can do on the boat. So we're gonna test it out, y'all. I might let y'all know how it is too. So I'm about to start getting all that ready. And I also brought me a cantaloupe. So I'm gonna cut that up at some point, and Lil G ain't here to eat it all. So we're about to get everything lined up. Got all the ingredients right there. Put some cooking oil in the pot. I think I gotta make a, what I gotta do? Oh yeah, I gotta make a milk wash. Egg and milk wash, I guess, to do that meat in. So I ain't never done that before. This ought to be fun. So we're about to get right into it. See how this goes, y'all. Y'all welcome to laugh. Leave a comment down below how y'all would do this. So let's do this together and let's see how I'm gonna get it done. Alright, I guess I'm gonna start with that old bell pepper. Probably gonna split that in half. Split a bell pepper in half. I'm gonna split an onion in half. Get that onion split in half. Probably will keep these jalapenos. Just cut the tops off for now. Go ahead and pop the seeds out of these old bell peppers, and we'll get to chopping everything up. Alright, I got everything cleaned up. Pulled most of the seeds out of everything. Bell pepper, jalapeno. We're just gonna slice these up. Slice everything up. Like so. But them things that smell good. I don't know why I don't use these more often than I do. Because I like the taste of them. I just never think about getting them. I think this onion, we're going to quarter this up and cut them like this, y'all. Make quick work of that. I'm making a mess now. I'm making it fly all over the place. In the bowl, dude. In the bowl. Get this old bell pepper. That almost takes care of the bowl bell pepper. Cut some of these a little smaller. Alright, throw that in the old bowl. Last but not least, a little bag of blended potatoes, different type of potatoes in there. We're gonna grab us a good little handful of them. Not sure how many yet. Probably need to go wash some of these off first. I got a good handful, so there's gonna be reds and whites in here, look like. Little golden potatoes mixed with some reds. I think that'll about do it right there. I'm gonna go rinse these off right quick and I'll be right back. Alright, we got them old potatoes nice and washed up. I think we're just gonna split them in half this way. Split them in half this way. And down the middle. Make like some nice little cubes with it. Something like that. This is gonna be interesting because I never really did potatoes this way. Kind of interested to see how this is gonna come out. Alright, I'm gonna continue on cutting this and we'll move on to my next step I gotta do. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is make our batter for the meat, which is I'm using cube steak for this. So let's go ahead and make that. I got 2 eggs and some milk, and we'll put a little seasoning. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and crack a couple eggs. These are fresh from Lil G's butt nugget foam that he got. What is the size of the yolk in this one? Good Lord. That one ain't playing. Not sure exactly how much milk to add, so I'm just gonna put a little bit in there. And we're gonna get them eggs beat real good. And I'm gonna check the consistency and see if it's about like kind of a fish batter type thing. I've never did a milk batter before either. So this is also new to me. Milk and eggs. I think you can use buttermilk. So I got milk on hand and some eggs, so that's what I'm gonna try. Hopefully I don't mess this up too bad, y'all. Either way, I still think it's gonna be good. So I guess while I'm doing that, I need to go ahead and get the old cooking oil going. That should be enough. Get that old cooking oil going. Get my cutting board out of there before it melts. So we'll continue mixing this up. Get that cooking oil heated up. And then this is gonna be our next step right here. Alright, I got that egg wash and milk mixed up pretty good. I'm going with a little hot sauce. A little bit of salt. About that much. No, what, 3/4 of a teaspoon, something like that. A little bit of black pepper in there. And let's put a little bit of seasoning up in there too. I ain't gonna put a lot of this. That ought to be good right there. Mix all that real good. Give it a little pep, a little flavor. I bought these little pans a while back and I kind of forgot about them. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. And I go to dig it in my little drawer down there and I found 2 of these pans. So I think I'm gonna use one for this and I'll use the other one. I'm gonna use this for the batter. Or the steak fry or whatever you wanna call it. Get this all out the way. So I guess now I'll just go ahead and open this up. Get that out the way. We're gonna put a good little bit in here. Come on, Jay. Get it in the bowl. There you go. I guess that's more of like a seasoned flour than like a fish fry like I normally use for my fried fish and all that. Now, y'all check out these beautiful cube steaks. Already tenderized, ready to go. And I brought me 3 of them just in case the first one don't go right. And maybe I'll learn something for the other 2. So I brought a couple extra. But I think they're gonna be alright. So let's see how this old grease is doing. Give a little sample right quick. Be a little bit more. So we're gonna let that heat up a little more. And come try again. Alright, it's been a little minute here. Let's go ahead and check it with Captain J's thermometer. I think we're getting pretty close. So I think what we're gonna do, put that, flour it, put it in the egg wash, flour it again, then put it in the old grease. So let's see how this is gonna go. I'm either gonna get it or I'm gonna have stuff everywhere and make a big mess. So let's see how this first one's gonna go, y'all. Alright. And I'm probably doing something wrong. Get that flour good in there. I guess this will work for fried pork chops too. I have to keep that in mind, because I do like fried pork chops. Alright, got a good coat of that in there. Dip it in here. Let it come, get that excess off. We're gonna hit it again. Hit it one more time in here. Make sure we get it all good. Look good to me. Alright, y'all, here we go. See if it'll work all right. Captain J's first country style steak going in the grease. While that's frying, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and open up this little gravy mix. Put it in my saucepan. Go ahead and get that ready. And one last thing on my counter, because I'm running out of room. Alright, we'll get to that a little bit later. Let's check on this little chunk of meat, see how it's doing. It smells good. It smells good and it sounds good. Oh yeah, the coating staying on there. I figured Captain J was gonna put that in there and all the batter was just gonna break clean off the meat. That's usually how I go when I experiment. But it's kind of going like my fish. So I got frying fish down pat. So maybe that'll kind of wean down to this. So we'll give it a little bit longer, get that good golden brown, and we'll flip it over. Oh boy, oh look at that. We'll give it a flip, that's looking good. Let that side go for about 3 minutes, and that ought to be about it. All right, let's go ahead and I think it's done. Go ahead and get that out of there. Come on, get all that one after out. Grease all of that. Alright, y'all look at that. Captain J's first country style steak. Right here on the Cajun yacht. Got that one out. Let's go ahead and get another one ready. Alright, y'all. We got that last one going in there. Boy, this one kind of thick. That one gonna fill me up by itself. I'm probably gonna have leftovers. I know Captain J ain't eating all this. Alright, y'all. We got them done. Now we're gonna move on to the old potatoes with the onions and all that mix. Go ahead and start getting that cooked down good. Well, that's a plate there. Golly. About to get that cranked off. Gotta add 2 cups of water to that, so that's 1 drinking bottle. So I'm gonna let them potatoes and onions start doing that thing. And I'm gonna add 1 bottle of water to that gravy mix cold. And then once it's mixed together good, bring it up to a boil and then simmer till it thickens. Ought to be easy enough. Alright, we got that old white gravy mix going. Getting that heated up. Now I'm ready to see what's going on in there because of the smells coming out of here is awesome. Y'all check that out. Awesome aromas coming out of this. This is gonna be interesting for my tongue. I can already tell y'all. The onions are slowly cooking down. Put that cover on there, make sure the potatoes get tender, let them steam with that steam from all them vegetable juices in there. I don't know, y'all. Captain J's first time having potatoes that way. I'm kind of thinking that's gonna be my favorite part of this meal. I guess time will tell, but the smell, golly. I can't wait to try that. Well, that's gonna take a minute. So I'm coming cool off out, y'all. Cause the little cabin is getting warm. Y'all can probably hear I got the little 12-volt fan rolling, trying to suck some cool air through the cabin. Don't appear to really run the air condition while I'm cooking because it really don't keep up when I got 2 burners and all going like that. So I want to try out my inverter. But maybe once I'm done cooking, I might fire up the AC for a while, run it off a inverter and see how it works. Try to run an hour and a half maybe. Of course, it ain't gonna be working with the solar panels because we are under the trees and it's getting late. The sun's already down there. So these things done did their job for the day. Battery's at 100%. So I should better run an hour or 2. I better run the AC before I drain the battery too much. Try not to drain it more than about 15%, 20%, because I think they got. Then the night it really don't matter, because I'm going in sometime tomorrow. So I can drain it all the way down to 50% and still have plenty enough battery to run the icebox and everything all day tomorrow. So, all right, y'all. Captain J gonna cool off out y'all. Just let them smells kind of go up, down the bayou, and hopefully nobody's smelling. They might come see what's going on. But I'm gonna cool off, let them potatoes and onions cook down. Keep checking on that white gravy. We'll bring y'all back in a little bit. All right, y'all look at this here. Man. So this is done. I did put a little salt and pepper in there. Forgot to video that part, but I added salt and pepper. And that old gravy is coming. We're letting that kind of simmer. It's thickening up. So we gotta let it simmer about a minute and then cut it off. And once it gets thick enough to serve, we'll be ready to eat. Y'all look at that. I think we got a meal about to happen here. That I'm pretty sure is gonna be NyQuil. Just with them potatoes and vegetables. That'll be enough right there to put me to sleep, y'all. That smell that came out of that little skillet, definitely good. It turned out to be a gorgeous evening. Supposed to give rain today. Only hit a few little sprinkles and that was it. So I guess I'll take it. A little cloudy. Might get some tonight, but they were showing a little bit for this evening, tonight, and tomorrow in the morning time, but I guess the weatherman wasn't 100% accurate. So we're gonna let that old gravy finish doing what it gotta do, and we're gonna fix us a plate, y'all. And I think I'm about to crank this old thing up. See if that old inverter can give us some cool air without that packing noise for a little while. But it feels good outside. Sooner or later, I do got a vent to put in here on top of the stove to suck the hot air out. Sooner or later, Captain J gonna get to that. But I got so many projects going on right now. And then dealing with Lil G with baseball. So that's why I'm sneaking out here again solo. Because we got another baseball game. We might be able to get him out on the next trip. So we're gonna try to make that happen. But not sure how it's gonna pan out yet. So we got a few other things going on for the weekend. So I don't know. So y'all just gonna have to look at me and wish y'all had smell-o-vision to smell what I'm cooking. Alright, y'all, let's see if that old inverter's gonna work. The inverter's actually underneath my bed. And it come with this pretty cool remote switch. And it's on right now. Let's check my gauge. And we are at, can y'all see that? 120 volts. Go ahead and fire up the old AC. Let the fan get going. There go the compressor. And we are, power still in the green. So that's pretty cool. Running the AC off a battery. So I'm gonna let it run a little while. Keep an eye on my voltage because I got a 300 amp hour battery. Not a real big battery bank in this boat, but it's big enough to cool us down before we fire up that old pack of noise. And we'll try to wait till it get dark before I do that. Get that cabin cool down and we're gonna eat comfortable, y'all. So we'll see y'all once we cooled off. Captain J ready to dig in. Let's go ahead and get a whole plate fixed though. Grab one of them old steaks right there. Get us some of those potatoes and vegetables. And last but not least, got to put that old gravy on there. Man, that looks good there. All right, y'all. Let's check it out. See what we got. I'm definitely gonna give that a thumbs up, yo. Man, that is pretty good. Give me a little more of that. That's definitely good. I don't know, y'all. How they say that? The South cooks better than the North. Well, if this comes from mostly the northern part of the country, I'll give it a thumbs up. It's good. Ain't no denying it. Definitely good. So I'll keep that on my recipe up here. And I'll probably do that again sometime. But for now, I'm gonna sit back, enjoy this little meal I got going on, y'all. We'll catch back up in a little while. Man, that is good. Good morning, y'all. Tell you what, that old supper last night put me in a straight coma. So I hung out a little while, but I ain't picked the wool camera back up. I laid back. Next thing I know, it was 5 o'clock in the morning. So I didn't feel like being up at 5 o'clock, so I rolled back over, and I went down a little bit longer. So about 7:30 right now. I guess I woke up about 7, which is, I don't hardly ever sleep that late. But I guess I'm gonna take advantage of that rest while I can get it. Beautiful morning this morning. I don't know what the temperature is. Must be around 70. A little north wind blowing, so it feels great. So I don't know what my plans are today. They do got a little spot I want to go ride. Might go check out another little spot to possibly camp for a night or something. So might go do a little exploring today. I'm gonna maybe throw a pole out, but I don't really feel like fishing today. I think I'm gonna go check out them spots that I've been wanting to check out. So we might go take a little cruise and check that out. Some places I pass all the time, but never went down the bayou to see. So I think that might be what we're gonna do. But I'm gonna enjoy this good old cup of coffee first. Figure out if that's the direction I'm gonna take. watch a little news on the TV. I would say cook breakfast, but Captain J don't eat very early. So I'll probably have me a brunch at some point. I'm gonna just enjoy this one morning, watch a little news, sip a little coffee, and I'll catch right back up. Alright, y'all, we got that old morning coffee out the way. Kind of made my bed a little bit, make it look halfway decent. Clean my countertop. I think we're about to fire up and we're gonna go explore a little bit. So y'all sit back, y'all enjoy the scenery, see what we come across. Man, y'all check out this little area right here. Very pretty. There's that little shot I just took facing into there. Just kind of explain to y'all how these little dead end sections are made. Y'all can see it's a narrow canal, then it kind of widens up right here in the back where we at right now. So at one point they had an oil rig back here, and they dig these things out to about 6 foot deep, 7 foot deep, and kind of wide. So they put a big drilling rig back here, and that's how they used to drill for oil and all that. So our bayous are full of these little dead end pockets. Some of the canals going to them are long. Some of them's kind of tucked away far back. Some of them not so deep. This one here is not too deep, probably half a mile. But down here is just loaded with these dead end pockets where oil rigs used to be. So that's what they built them for. That's why they was cut out like they are, and that's why you got a canal. And then when you get to the end, it's very wide for room to sink down that oil platform. It's on a big barge. It floats, and when they get where they gotta get, they sink it down. The barge sits on the bottom, and they start drilling. And they got room for barges that come in and out with drill pipe and fuel and whatever else they need. But they can be out here quite a few months at a time to drill the well. And once they drill the well, then they come back, put a wellhead. So pretty cool. Like I said, they are everywhere around here. So that's what I'm doing today, kind of exploring a few of them. There's another one I want to go look at. It's a little bit longer than this one. So we're going to ease down there, and we'll go see what that one looks like. But y'all can see it gives nice little spots to anchor. Plenty of room to let the boat twirl around, do what it got to do when you're on anchor. So let's go off to the next one. I don't know if y'all can make it out, but y'all see all these fingers, narrow canal, and then a wide pad in the back. Long narrow canal, wide pad in the back. And y'all can see this is the one we're in right now. Another one, y'all can see they're just everywhere. Another one here. You can zoom out and find them all over the place. That's just a small little section I'm showing y'all on the map, but pretty much all around right here and the Chafalaya Basin, these little locations, what we call them, they are just everywhere. So figured I'd explain to y'all why we got so many of these little dead-end pockets to cruise in. And that's one reason. Well, that is the reason. So that ought to give y'all a good understanding of where all these little areas came about. Let's go explore another one. The other one's a little further off the beaten path, so we'll check it out. Alright, y'all, well, we made it back here to this other one. I done threw the anchor. We'll kind of hang out back here for a while. Y'all can see, nice and quiet. I put the anchor about in the middle so I can kind of swing around however I need to. Ain't gotta worry about running into the trees. So beautiful little areas to come. If you're looking for some quiet time, this is definitely the place to come. All these little dead-end pockets, especially during the week like this. Man, ain't got a lot of people fishing. Weekends, you might get a few people come through, throwing the old fishing pole, but. So one thing Captain G gotta say, when you're out here, you turn off the social medias, you don't turn off the news channels and everything. With everything going on in the world right now, you can kind of come out here, leave all that behind, all your stresses, everything. When you're out here, you're on your own time. None of that's on your mind. It's like a whole different world. You don't even know what's really existing back in town. Just Mother Nature, all her creatures. Awesome feeling, y'all. I just love it out here. So we're gonna hang back a little while, enjoy this quiet time. Try to figure out some lunch. I got that cantaloupe. I gotta cut that up. I think I'm gonna cut that up and probably, I guess, have some of that old steak and gravy and potatoes from last night. That'd be a good little lunch. So we're gonna hang out for a little while, enjoy this. Can't get too much better, y'all. Man, this thing here smells awesome. Keep cutting the corners. Look, a few little soft spots in it. Definitely time to get it cut. I just kind of follow the skin like this. Throw that in the trash. We're gonna cube it up. That's a soft spot. We're gonna throw that away. We're gonna bag it up, yo. I'll probably eat half, and I'm gonna bring the other half for Lil G. So Lil G got a baseball game tonight, so we're going to that. So I'm gonna get him hooked up. He's gonna be excited to get him a little cantaloupe. Y'all know how you like that cantaloupe. Perfect summertime snack too. I can eat this anytime. One of my favorite fruits. Alright, I'm gonna cut this up and see about getting a little lunch going. Alright, we got the old Cajun microwave fired up here. Heating up that old chunk of meat and the more potatoes and veggies. I'm gonna let that heat up and I'm gonna do the gravy, I guess, last up in there. Man, them onions already smelling good again. Golly. Got that old Cajun microwave going. Just swinging around. Oh yeah. Whoa. Ooh, pan hot. The old black on hold that heat good. Yeah, I'm with a spoon gonna try to eat this. Let's see if I can do it. I think it's tender enough to cut with a spoon. Oh yeah, look at that, no problem. Guess I'm gonna drink me old Coke Zero. Every now and then I like a little bit flavor. I drink water most of the time. Every now and then I want a Coke Zero. So I drink me a Coke Zero or a Sprite. I think last night I had a Sprite. Kind of change it up a little bit. Oh, this is awesome. Beautiful weather. Awesome breeze coming through here. And a great lunch. Can't ask for better than this. Top that off with a little cantaloupe. Ooh. What a lunch, y'all. Tell you what, boy, that old lunch hit the spot yet again. It was just as good today as it was last night. I'll top it off with some of that old cantaloupe. Nice and cold out the little fridge. Boy, that's lovely there. Y'all can see I got all my old dishes done up. Got that taken care of after I eat. I kind of laid back, watched a little TV, let the boat swing. It's about almost 10 after 12 right now. So I guess I'm about to have to pull anchor. Start slowly making my way home. I'm about 2 hours away. If I go slow, I can get there in about an hour and 15 minutes if I push a little bit, but ain't too much in a hurry. I got a little time. Little G's game ain't till probably 5 or 5:30, 5:45, somewhere around there. So we're gonna do that. Might throw a few little highlights on here. I'm gonna see how it go. But all in all, y'all, I had a great time camping. Pretty good little night. Good supper. Very awesome day today. Nice and just chill. Cool little spot back here to come hang out, spend a little time. Another little spot we can come spend a night. Like I said, there's probably hundreds of these places. So I might have to do a series on that, huh? Camp out and do a little series of camping out in the old drilling rig pads. That's what we'll call them, old drilling rig pads. Do a series and see how many we can camp out in. That'd be kind of cool, checking out all the different ones. The scenery don't really change much. Pretty much all the same scenery, but different locations, different areas, different bodies to get to them. Maybe we can even go hit a few in the Chafalaya Basin, which is, I didn't do my big trip this year like I normally do in the winter. So I'm hoping this winter I can maybe do another one. And I'd rather do them in the winter time. That way you're out that long, you ain't got to worry about air conditioning all as much. You can enjoy it more when it's cooler. trip. So I guess I'm gonna pull that anchor. We'll start slowly making our way in. I guess if I see anything cool, we'll break out the camera. Might go stop by one little spot where they got a bunch of houseboats. We'll do a little pass by there. Other than that, y'all, just gonna pull the anchor and enjoy the rest of the day. Well, I guess this is gonna conclude this video. Hope y'all enjoyed hanging out on another trip with Captain J here on board the old Cajun yacht. Had a good time, nice relaxing outing, awesome supper and a lunch. That old cantaloupe, boy, that tops it off right there. But we're about at the end of our trip. So for those of you wondering about the solar panels and how they doing, right now we are back to 100%. Batteries fully charged as of 2 o'clock. I think I dropped it down to, it was around 73% this morning when I woke up. So we completely fully charged it. I ran the AC till about 8 o'clock last night, and then I switched to generator power. So all in all, it's working pretty well. I'm thinking one more panel would be perfect. We'd better run the air conditioner most of the day. And y'all can see today it was mostly, I don't know, mostly cloudy. So of course bright sun, it would have charged probably a couple hours quicker, but pretty happy with that. So I guess until the next one, guys, we appreciate y'all watching. If y'all made it all the way through to this far, we'll give you a thumbs up. We appreciate it very much. So until that next one, y'all take it easy out there. Old Captain J on board the Cajun yacht. We are out. Peace.